Hey, what's up, guys? This is Taylor back again. It's AndroidMe.com. We're going to do another little quick demonstration video. We're going to hack Clark's Nexus 1. We're going to root it. We did a video like this for the MyTouch. You know, a lot of people seem to like it, so we're going to do another one here. This video is kind of geared towards people, someone who's hacked or rooted, any Android phone before. I might write a beginner's guide, but this is probably going to be geared towards people that have done this once or twice. Before we go ahead and start, there are a couple files you need to grab. Of course, you need to get the USB drivers for this. We'll have all these links in our post. But if you don't have the USB drivers, you need to make sure you get those. The second thing we're going to have to get is the Amman RA recovery image so that we can flash additional zip packages. And then the third thing that we're going to flash today, we're going to get Cyanogen's Nexus 1 add-on. So those are the three files we need. I've already got these pre-installed on the phone, but we're going to go through that. First thing we're going to do is we're actually going to power this phone off so that we can boot it into fast boot. The way that you do that is a little bit different from the other phones. On this one, you actually need to hold down the trackball, and when the trackball is held down, just hit power. And here's the little screen with the skateboard guys. This tells us we're in fast boot. I'm just on my computer here. You can see the cables plugged in, so we're just doing some instructions here. All I want to check real quick is to make sure that this device is recognized by the computer, which it is. Okay, so the first step, and this is a little bit different from other Android phones, is we're actually going to unlock the bootloader, and the command for that is just fast boot OEM unlock. So whenever we type that in, it's going to bring up a little screen here, and this will tell us, are you sure you want to unlock the bootloader? It tells you, it allows you to flash, install custom operating system software, and there's a little warning here. It does say whenever you do this, whenever you hit yes, it says it will void your warranty. So as always, stuff's at your own risk. Volume controls up and down. We're going to go up to yes, and we're going to hit the power button, and away we go. As always with rooting, hacking your phone, back up your stuff first. Here we can see the little unlock symbol. This is the new unlocked bootloader. But yeah, always be prepared to lose your stuff when you do this. I hacked my phone earlier. I only on my first time doing it, I only had to pull the battery once. Kind of a learning of experience with a different phone, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty much like all the other Android phones. So if you've ever done this before, don't worry too much. It's not really a big deal. So now that the phone's unlocked, the next step is we're going to install the custom recovery image, or the Amman RA's recovery image. So to do that, we got to wait for this to boot up so I can power it off again. What's our time at?
We're doing it 3.
Alright, we're going to try and keep this under 10 minutes. Okay, you can see here, I wiped this phone. We're back at the startup screen. So we are actually going to power this off, and I'm going to try and speed up here. We're going to boot back into fast boot mode. Hold down the trackball, hold on the power button. Okay, we can see we are back into fast boot, and now we are going to run the command here. We are going to flash the new recovery image. So these instructions will be in the post, but the command, it's just fast boot flash recovery and the name of the recovery image. So once that's done, we've already flashed it with the computer here. We're just going to, let's see if we can issue the command, ADB reboot recovery. You can flash recovery on the phone. I just like typing the command. It's easy for me. Okay, actually I think we're going to have to reboot this.
Trying to show off.
Yeah, it said device is not found. It didn't pick up the phone right now since we unlocked it. So it's actually, I'm glad I showed this, because some people might run into this problem, and you can watch me do it on video. What we're going to do is wait for the phone to boot back up, and we're going to make sure that we turn on the USB debugging mode, so this phone will show up in ADB on our computer. That's just the Android device bridge. So now we are waiting for it to boot up. I guess we can just tell a little background here. Okay, that was actually pretty quick. So we're going to touch the Android, skip this, next. What we want to do is go to Menu, Settings, Applications, Development, USB debugging. Now once this is turned on, our computer, when we type in ADB devices, we can now see the phone. So now we're going to type in ADB reboot recovery. Now we should see the phone flash off, and now we're booting back to the recovery. Again, you see the unlock screen on here to let us know it's unlocked. Pretty soon here, we should see the recovery image. Okay, here we can see the recovery image. Now we can actually use the trackball, you can see, to navigate this menu. We're going to go into Flash Zip from SD card. Again, this is already copied over earlier before we started the video. And here is the Nexus 1 add-on file. We're just going to hit the trackball to confirm it. Press the trackball to go again. And it's already starting to flash. This should be fairly quickly. We're still doing good. We're at about 8 minutes here with a little hiccup. But you can see overall this process, hopefully should take you less than 10 minutes to complete. So now we're done. We want to reboot the system again. System's rebooting. When this comes back up, this should show us the new, now the phone should be rooted, but we'll have a couple extra apps on here. This Cyanogen add-on, it's not actually a full ROM, it's just more of a add-on of a couple modifications he made, along with root access and the super user program. So once this boots up, we'll make sure that the super user program's on here, and then once that's done, you can go into the market, you can start downloading some root apps. You can get the NEXUS torch if you want to turn on your LED flash. You can get the set CPU for root users if you want to adjust the clock speed of your processor. So there's a lot of things that you can do with that. Okay, now the phone's booted back up. We're going to unlock it here. Let's go to all programs. And we can now see here in our app drawer we have the super user permission. So this phone now has root access. Let's just pop over to my phone. We got a minute here? Mm-hmm. We'll pop over to my phone. Here's one that's already rooted. Clark will just show this. Nothing too special yet. We're still waiting on a lot of hacks to come out, but one of the first ones that people write is the ability to turn on the light and on and off. Here, let's turn off this light. You can see here with the light, we can turn it on, we can turn it off, yada yada. Nothing too exciting, but just a taste of what people are doing. There's also the Set CPU app. You can set your clock cycles, the minimum and the maximum. You can have different profiles. And the cool thing about that one is it's available from the widget. So if you want the full instructions for this, hit up our site, androidandme.com. Just do a search for root Nexus 1 and should pop up right at the top. Thank you guys. See y'all later.